Things that are places where philanthropy can make a difference. First is in using our voice to try to elevate issues and get the public to pay attention to them. The second is in using our convening power to bring people together around issues that matter. The third is in helping to really build an evidence base. Very, very often I think the pressure, particularly for public officials, and as Dane was getting at to some extent with states, the pressure is to do something ahead of where the evidence is. And that can cause a lot of money to be wasted on things that don't have in the long run the impact that we all want to see against these problems. So we don't have to worry about short-term election cycles. We can be in this for the long haul, and we have a special obligation because of that to be careful about building an evidence base about what works. And then the last thing, of course, obviously that we can do is give grant money to support important work.
Philanthropy has got to be the societal entity that takes some risk here. We have got to be the ones that stick our necks out in a calculated way, in ways that are going to lead to that scalable change based on well-considered information, good data, an appropriate consideration of the facts, because we are best positioned to take that risk. As I was saying during conversation during breakfast, look, voters aren't going to vote us out of office. Shareholders aren't going to revolt. We must take some of that risk. And in the case of Latino student success, we've got to express our collective will in philanthropy that Latino student success isn't a nice thing for us to do as a country. It is a necessary thing for us to achieve if we are going to get to that collective well-being that I talked about.
During the past 5 years, USA Funds has funded more than 90 requests, totaling more than $3 million for projects and programs that promote post-secondary education access, preparation, and success specifically for Latino students. Examples of these include annual support for scholarships through the Hispanic Scholarship Fund, initiatives to enhance high school graduation and college-going rates in communities with large populations of Latino students, the establishment of a scholarship fund for Latino students in our home state of Indiana and raising money for that fund, mentoring early awareness and college readiness programs for Latino students, and support of research and conferences hosted by organizations such as Excelencia in Education.
If we don't change the trends that we see right now in education in Texas, we'll have a 12% decline in average household income in the next 20 to 30 years, a 15% increase in the number of families that live in poverty, $15 billion per year less in state tax revenue. And this is the one that really resonates with me because we're talking about individual lives here. 100,000 more Texans incarcerated at a cost of $1.5 billion additionally a year over what we spend right now, which is already too much.
It is such an honor for us to be a partner in ensuring America's future, and particularly focusing on increasing Latino college success and completion. In that work, in terms of developing our portfolio, I've had the opportunity to talk to a little over 300 people, university heads, members of higher education policy boards and commissions, advocacy group heads, students, parents, university presidents, legislators, current and former governors. And so I've had about a little over 300 conversations working with visionaries on the front lines of social change around the world.
Excelencia does a wonderful job of lifting up wonderful models of work that are going on around the country. And we were just talking about this at the table. But we seem to still be at the stage of 1,000 random acts of excellence, right? And foundations are guilty of this. We fund a model program, and we do evaluation, and when it works, we are proud, and then we step back, and we wait for some kind of prairie fire to occur. Well, that won't do anymore because we funded 1,000 random acts. It must be a really wet environment out there because no prairie fires are occurring.
We have to find a way to connect directly with young people and change what they think about what's possible for them. They have to be able to, this rising generation has to be able to understand, I must go to college. I can go to college. There will be the stuff I need that will let me go, and I will go to college and I will succeed there.